Hello.
Hi everybody.
Back with our second challenge of the night.
This is the Centurion challenge.
Care to explain?
Basically, there's a well-known drinking game called Centurion, where you do 100 shots of beer in 100 minutes. I am going to attempt to do 100 shots of beer in 30 minutes. Just following on from Kieran's chicken nugget challenge, really. Here's the setup. We've got 4 shot glasses, so we've always got one ready. Got a jug to pour the cans into the jug to pour into the shots. We've got a timer, which I'll press start on as soon as we're ready to go. And we've got Kierran filming it.
Tally chart.
Yes, Kierran will be recording each shot of beer in a tally chart style.
I'm hoping we can keep up as well.
Yeah.
We're very frantic half an hour.
Okay.
I feel like we should be okay. Are you ready?
Are you ready?
I must actually bring up the fact that I'm going to have to keep opening cans and taking tallies and pouring shots.
Yeah. I'm ready when you're ready.
I'm sure I can cope. I reckon. Yeah. Right. Okay. Well, whenever you're ready. 3, 2, 1, go.
First of 2 matches between these two sides this week. They also meet in the Capital One League Cup here in midweek. Moving forward though, in a Hull shirt for
2.
Huddlestone's pass to make its way to
Ah, this is classic. Already.
come again. Boy, that's a foul by McShane on Holtby. Good position for Tottenham.
3.
Austin has come forward. Thompson is there as well. It's Lewis Holtby with it.
That's only 3, isn't it?
That's only 3. Yeah.
Paulinho with the effort. And it looked for all the world as though that was going to be the opening goal of the afternoon at White Hart Lane. A long way from his first choice starting 11 for Steve Bruce today with plenty of injuries affecting
Why am I doing this?
Figueroa. Looking for Yannick Sagbo.
5. Oh no. Oh no. This is serious multitasking going on here, I
don't know why I'm doing this.
can't. 7.
That's only 7.
That was 7.
Are you mad?
Bloody hell, 9. The multitasking going on here is absolutely sensational. 11.
Under all sorts of pressure here. That's made it difficult. Oh, looking dangerous from set pieces.
That's your 12th.
This is Huddlestone! I'm sure that virtually everybody inside White Hart Lane thought that that was the moment that Tom Huddlestone
13.
would have booked an appointment at the barber on Monday morning. The former Spurs
Running out in the jug.
scored since April of 2011 and is growing his hair
14.
as a best for charity, almost striking against his former club. Kierran skips away from Sagbo.
15. Jeez. Well, I'm not going to ask you to slow down because that's not the point of the game. But at some point I'm going to have to get a new can out and pour. I'll probably do it one hand actually. Oh shit. Oh crumbs, that's 16. I need another pair of hands really.
Excuse me.
Was that 17 or 18? I think that was number 18. And then this is number 19. So now the one you're changing is now number 20, I think.
That's a fifth of the way through.
Already? Yeah. How do you feel?
Okay.
Yeah, but
So that was 20.
that was 20.
That's a fifth.
You're a fifth of the way through in
4 minutes.
4 minutes. As I pour another can
So
into the jug.
I'm 2 minutes ahead of myself.
Is that what you've worked out?
Well, yeah, because a fifth of 30 is 6, isn't it?
Right, okay. Well, what's the plan then? Are you going to give me...
Continue.
If you want to continue.
I'm going to carry on
Right,
this
okay.
way. This way.
1. You're very heady.
Have 7.
You couldn't ask for more head if you tried. Me too. Maybe 3. Foul. 24 minutes, 40 seconds remaining. You'll be a quarter of the way through once you've consumed this one. You don't feel very well, do you? A quarter of the way through.
I'm starting to think this may not be one of my best ideas. So I'm a quarter of the way through in 6 minutes. Nope.
This
This is the face of a struggling man.
Yeah. This is also the man who said he thought this was extremely possible. I don't know if he said it was easy, but
No, I never said it'd be
he said it was
easy.
easy. But he did question how hard it'd be.
I've got 23 minutes.
23 minutes to do 3. So you've got to do 75 more shots.
Fiddlesticks. Come on.
Number 26. Gone.
Gassy. Hello, team.
I would suggest that there be a toilet break, but I don't know if you've really got time for one. Sick break, maybe?
So that's questionable.
What?
I don't normally sick through alcohol, ever. But I think something like this could cause that. Bloody hell.
That's 27. 28. Can you put that more on the map, please, so it doesn't fall over? Thank you. Oh, crumbs. Go on, overflow. No, alright, alright. 29. In 4 more, you're a third of the way through.
Very unhappy with the awarding
Bear with.
penalty. If you'd have been in their shoes, presumably you'd have felt the same way. Well,
So, 29.
Mark. You have 29.
Difficult for the ref to judge. You can see them give up and
What's 30? What times 25?
What's 30 times 25, you say? 30 times 25.
to comment on decision.
250, 750.
I'll end up in dock and fined. Surely a bit of common sense that the good referees
So
have
what's
to
you
say,
saying? You've had a pint and a half in 8.5 minutes.
And the longer the game went, we thought, well, you know, we've got more chance of winning it. To give that a decision against us,
30.
in my opinion, totally unfair on the performance what them lads were put in today, and the referee has cost them a point at White Hart Lane.
I think this victory belongs to the players. They did it on themselves.
31.
We looked like the away team today. Played in a very, very difficult atmosphere with almost no support coming. We have a wonderful set of fans, but I'm pretty sure that they can do better, and they know that they can do better. Away from home, their support has been absolutely amazing. We play with no fear, with full confidence, and that's why we've beaten all of the records away from
That
home.
was 32. I'm going to write that down in a second.
And I think we need to
It's a lot ahead.
this atmosphere into White Hart Lane. We need them to go through games like this, and not that negativeness that was present in the stadium.
I mean, when we said that we were going to do some ridiculous, idiotic challenges, I think the two we've done tonight do come under the category.
Well, not many people are brave enough to come out and actually blame
Didn't
the fans.
really think about this.
I mean, I've been in many dressing rooms and the lads have, after a game said that fans weren't very good today, were they? You know, and it's a catch-22 really. You want the fans to get behind you. The fans will say, well, you know, give us something to shout.
Third of the way through.
Behind you, but there's nothing better than having a great atmosphere.
Wow.
On the pitch, doing your first couple of things right, and then you know you've got.
You're on target.
Because it's not a unique
Yeah,
situation.
but I'm slowing down.
Spurs fans, when the so-called
feel it.
supposed big club is at home to a supposed smaller club, fans quite often sit back.
Well, they do sit back because of the
34.
expectation, isn't there, at that level as well, which Tottenham are at the moment because they've got a very good side, very good squad. In fact, I think you'll be very, very careful as a manager to criticise it because it'll come back and bite in the bum, and that's what it does.
Let's take
Why?
a look at the handball, which led
Why are you doing this?
from Steve Bruce's post-match chat with Brad Friedel that he thinks he knows where Al Mohammedi's hands were. What do you two make of it, Michael?
Yeah,
35.
It's a joke, really. I mean, I'm a big fan of Michael Oliver as a referee, but that's a poor decision in my opinion. I think Steve Bruce is exactly right. I mean, it's, you know, his hands aren't above his head, they're not in a natural position. I mean, the ball actually flicks up off his thigh. This next camera angle will show that the ball flicks up off on Mohammedi's thigh and just flicks up into his hand. I mean, it's a few yards away. You just and this next angle is even more.
What's the matter?
I mean, we can't see it. Certainly.
I don't feel
Oliver can't
great.
see it.
In
You know, in a way,
terms of your stomach, well,
Very
liver,
bloating.
or your head?
Very, very bloating.
you know, wide and the crowd shouting at him. I mean, he's gassed really.
Yeah, he has guessed because he couldn't see it on Mohammedi's hand, but I think that is so. Where's he supposed to put his hand?
7.
Football shorts and
What
one
we're basically
pocket.
saying is if that had happened in the other area, it probably wouldn't have been given.
And I think Steve Bruce might have said exactly the same thing.
You've seen a fair bit of Hull this season, and you're impressed with what Steve Bruce has done.
I really am. Yeah, I've seen them a couple of times live. They've been brilliant this season. In particular, Huddleston, Livermore as well, who was obviously not allowed to play today because he's on loan from Spurs.
Yeah.
Huddleston's been brilliant. Again, they're one of these teams that are potentially just lacking someone that can score goals. You often get that with teams that have come up, you know.
What am I on?
But,
You are on 38.
you know, most
Is that it?
So you've consumed 38 shots in 12 and a bit seconds. 12 seconds, 12 and a bit minutes.
You'll see him tracking back here. I've watched him live.
This was a terrible idea.
That comes under the category of ridiculous challenges.
I've been really impressed with him.
I feel cold.
Paulinho go here.
No, he just
Can we put the heating on?
There's always been maybe a bit of question about his mobility, but I think the more games he plays, Mark, that mobility will obviously increase. We can certainly
39.
see it, but he's a fantastic tackle here as well, by the way.
Not much wrong with his mobility there.
No, absolutely nothing, and I think his hair's going to be long for a lot time longer than that, because that was a chance, obviously, to equalise, wasn't it?
Okay, all of yesterday's goals
What are you thinking about?
to come after our
The
final
consequences.
Go through.
How I'm going to feel in 16 minutes.
There are lots of
What are you afraid of?
shot out to highlights
That
Being sick.
you'll be sick.
West Ham,
Because I never am.
nice. But all we really need to know
Are you more scared that your reputation will be tarnished rather
No, no,
than?
no.
into this game. So whatever the
I don't like being sick.
Oh.
Through alcohol, I've been sick in my whole life.
I was just putting the shot down and having
Twice.
a chat.
I don't want it to happen again.
40.
Fuck me.
Indeed, Swansea have won just one of their last 9 Premier League games at home. They boosted today, though, by the return of
41.
Ashley Williams after an ankle injury. Neil Taylor starts a league match for only the second time in 13 months in the absence of Ben Davies at left back. West Ham are unchanged and named the team that performed so well at Spurs.
Almost halfway through. That's number 42. So, if anything, you are behind schedule. Well, I feel we should mention that these challenges aren't ones we picked to complete. They're challenges to put ourselves through a bit of pain, a bit of heartbreak for charity. So if you, the viewers of this video, kindly donate while...
Please feel some sympathy.
Yeah. Be sympathetic and please donate. Because we don't want to be doing this for no reason on a Sunday evening.
No. I mean, I like beer. I do. When I can enjoy it. But this is probably the least enjoyable experience I've ever had with beer. 42 shots of beer.
Well, you've gone through. I'm not going to say pints. I'm going to go say you've... And there's a bit left in the jug and there, and then you'll have completed 3 cans in just... Sorry, 4 cans in just over 15 minutes, 15 and a half minutes. So if I'd get a move on.
What?
What? I suppose the point is not trying to... Well, it is trying to complete it in the time, but if you can't, just at least try and finish the task. Take a bit of pride from the fact that... Yes, we don't want to let anyone down, do we? 54. Picking up the pace.
Not for very long.
No, he has hit the wall.
Swansea mighty relieved. They weren't punished on the break there.
45.
Thrown so many forward. The army was free in the centre too. It all came from the original corner, which was headed by Chuka and kept out by Jaskalainen.
This is the worst thing I've ever done.
I don't know. Whoops, I'm going to spill that.
Half an hour was just ridiculous.
Didn't one say that one could do it?
One believed one could do it, yes.
Oh, one's a moron.
One is a moron. Because there's just no way this is going to happen.
Try and get through it though.
I will do the 100 shots.
Yeah.
Definitely. But I might be here until tomorrow.
That's clearly not 100 either. It's not even 100 minutes then, is it? Well, unless I don't know what the time is. You could be here till tomorrow then, technically, yeah.
Excuse me.
We have done 45. If I've counted correctly.
Gosh.
How lonely they look.
I know. I'm becoming very thirsty
Oh,
for
a beer.
actual drink.
You have received a text from Libby.
Have I?
Yeah. Well, she can't look at it.
No.
Is much going on in your head right now?
No.
No, you're not feeling anything?
Not really.
No? So your brain shutting down.
Perhaps. I want to just lie on there.
It's where I wanted to be, but I feel better than I thought it would.
I find now after every shot, I feel like I need to burp. Maybe next time I'll try it with a liquid that isn't fizzy.
Like vodka.
Imagine
The pain.
the ambulance on standby. Fantastic save from Jaskalainen.
47.
Well, the substitute, the record signing, very nearly made a breakthrough here. What reflexes from Jaskalainen.
Come on.
Morrison's flick. Carlton Cole's
Well, if you're playing by the original rules, you'd have 80 minutes. 43. You'd have more or less 80 minutes to complete just over half. And I'm not
I
being.
think
I'm
this
not.
goes to prove that Centurion's easy.
I'm not being funny, but we've gone through almost 5 cans. We're not even halfway there.
Carlton Cole got a touch. Comfortable save for Vaughan.
These are bigger shot glasses, aren't they?
Yeah,
They're not 25 mil.
they're
are they?
not.
So in reality,
You are probably drinking.
I'm
You're drinking the same amount, but in less shots.
okay. So let's.
If we've worked this out properly, we've actually got enough on the table to make up 100 shots.
How much we got? 1 can.
1.5 cans, I imagine.
Well, I've done 4.
Dyer.
Fuck it.
Leaving run from here. Joe Cole.
Well, that's not done.
Swansea thought that might have been hers. Filled out, didn't. Let's have a look.
49.
I did wonder
His Albert turns his back.
why the cans were going down so quickly.
It's because the shot glasses aren't.
Big.
They are. They are big. They aren't small. This is.
This is a revelation.
So, if anything, you're very much on course.
What size are these shot glasses? I'd like to
What-
know.
You know, the relationship between Swansea and the penalties.
What? We have a jug. We can work this out. We have a jug, so we can actually work this out. I don't even know what we're on. That's 50. You're well. We thought you're now halfway there, but it looks like you are very much ahead of
Okay, so
time.
what-
With 8 minutes and 52 seconds left.
440 times 6. What's that?
440 times 6. Crumbs. 2,000 something.
Calculator.
I mean, Sam Allardyce, I know he's
I haven't really got time for this. Not gonna lie.
220. Is it not 2,640?
Zero formation, yeah, that we saw away at Tottenham. That worked so well away at Tottenham. I mean, but playing that formation, you're looking at things like this: breaks, counter attacks,
2640,
set plays, and that's what we saw.
which is over
This comes from a Swansea
100 shots for 25 mil.
You'll see with Bell Morrison, he's got a
Took one away against Spurs in a similar moment.
And
So we've not worked this out very well, have we?
No, the amount of cans here, the amount of liquid in these cans is more than
The
100
number of
shots.
shots. Right, okay. So do you just suggest that we consume the rest of the...
I'm going to try and do all of it. All 6 cans in the next 7 minutes.
7 minutes to complete more or less a can and a half of shots. That's 51, so I don't even see why I need to keep tally anymore. Because we
Wanna see how many it
we
is?
have to work out the measurements are wrong. I reckon it could be more or less towards 50 mil.
35 maybe.
You reckon it's 35 mil then? It's definitely not 25 mil. 52.
Similar to the decision of White Hart Lane, or the
I'm hurting.
Penalty that was given at White Hart Lane. There isn't a great deal of difference between the two, is there, Lauren?
No, there isn't, but I don't think either's a penalty in all honesty. He's turned his back here, Joe Cole, as well. Look, and he's
I feel like we should have done this research before we've now made ourselves look like fools. Well, you look like a fool because you're the one drinking it.
I think it's really,
The thing is, you normally assume that a shot glass is 25 mils. That's the standard measure.
But if you spend your life around shot glasses, which you don't, it's not.
I'm not an alcoholic.
I know, but I'm suggesting that you work in a bar but you don't actually work in the bar. You work in the kitchen. So there's an excuse for why you don't come across 25ml shot glasses every day.
Yeah.
That's maybe why we did not pick up on this sooner. They do look a lot of I've never had a Jaguar bomb.
A Jaguar bomb.
A Jaguar bomb in which a shot glass has been dropped in that's that size.
No, they're hefty, aren't they?
Trey.
Sorry, apologies for the language. But fuck. This is just silly.
Or genius.
To be fair,
There's nothing genius.
I think this might be a great... My speech is starting going. This could possibly be the best pre-drinking idea ever. This could be a revelation of pre-drinking. Half an hour, you'll be a ruin.
Well,
I've still got 5.5 minutes, and I can already feel that I'm well on the way. So I've got nothing else clever to say, so I'm just going to stop.
I think you should just start drinking again.
I'm very full of beer, very bloated.
Well, it's hilarious, isn't it? I mean, he's not only pointed, told, pushed them into play.
Is there any form of medication that you can take that will solve this?
No.
No? Okay. Like Yakult, maybe?
Yakult.
I'm sure the benefits of Yakult are, so...
Good bacteria.
Yeah.
I'm just sort of looking for some inspiration to help me push through.
I thought you were
this.
quite inspired about a minute ago when you said, I'm going to finish all these.
I was.
And you've had one shot in that time.
I was well up for it when I sort of realised. I don't know how to describe that, but that's how I feel.
Even just from watching the highlights and watching Jay Rodriguez put the second goal away there, you can tell a real...
You have now, hang on, 20...
The pace and the power
55 shots of probably 35ml.
It does, I mean, you need all those things in a game of football.
They do look larger than normal.
This is terrible.
People being direct, I mean, it causes problems. Fulham haven't got enough of that at the moment.
Fulham didn't start particularly well on
He's
Monday
clearly
night.
in distress.
To be fair to say, this is just an excuse for us to show Kasami's
Only a
wonder goal.
hero.
Again, by the way, goal of the month is on next Sunday's match of the day.
Finish that.
Match of the day? Okay, are you on?
No, I just know. I just wanted people to see the goal.
Well, it won't.
Goal.
That's the problem. These are 1 in a million goals. I mean, certainly that was absolutely
1 in a million.
fantastic. I think the thing with Fulham is they've just got a soft centre. If you make it difficult for them, there's one or two.
Oh, what do you mean? I've got
They
3
have got
minutes
players
left.
that can score goals, you know, Berbatov, for example. You look at other teams, you look at other teams in the league and you think, you know, Sunderland,
That is your 56th shot.
Palace, Stoke really.
That is
goal
ridiculous.
scorers, yeah, Stoke, they haven't got goals.
So they can provide the solid
Yeah,
platform
they can
for
do
them.
something. They've got the odd individual player that can fly them out.
Maybe Stoke haven't had goals scorers for a while, have they?
They play anyway.
I don't feel like I ever want to do this again.
We're over here.
So after going from this is a fantastic pre-drinking game to not wanting to do it again.
As pre-drinks, it's not as strict, is it? There's not as much pressure.
Well, no, it wouldn't be in half an hour, would it?
Even before Crystal Palace parted company with Ian Holloway in midweek, this looked a simple away win for the league leaders, but the points would be hard earned for Arsenal.
Starting to feel quite sad.
How sad.
Oh, it's the reflection of the TV on the window. I thought there was somebody outside, but there's not.
Yes.
I feel like I've had about 10 pints.
Well, you've not,
No, but I feel like I have.
because you've drunk them that quickly.
I'm not sure I could function in a normal human way anymore.
This is the challenge, isn't it?
Although I would like to be in a noisy bar or nightclub.
Also, we can't name names. Or promote
No.
any. We don't want to promote anyone.
You said Yakult earlier.
That's good for you.
Still promotion.
Alcohol is not good for you.
I would never
I'm not gonna
condone- I would
promote
never
anything that's
condone
bad for
drinking
you.
alcohol by any means.
It's like saying I want to go out and have loads and loads of cannabis.
The way you said cannabis clearly indicates that you don't do it.
No.
I want so much cannabis.
Or cocaine. You can't really say that.
Somebody give me
But if you
lots
said,
of cocaine.
if you said I really want to go out and have a bucket full, I want a fish bowl of peas, then bird's eye peas. Nobody's gonna be like, oh, it's fault. You can't really advertise that. Of course you can.
Excuse me. I've clearly failed. I've
With
clearly failed.
56 minutes left.
Seconds.
What did I say?
Minutes.
Oh yeah, 56 seconds. 50 seconds now.
Regardless of the fact that I've just failed.
I feel like you should just make one late charge. One late charge.
No.
To get down to at least the 6th can.
No.
Because this is
I don't think you understand.
This is a horrible failure from someone who said he thought he could do this.
From Luis Suarez. Even by his standards, that's a real peach.
It's a real peach.
James.
Passing crisp and Sturridge to Suarez. He finds Sissoko. As Suarez with a header, it's two. An opportunist header from Luis Suarez.
Oh dear.
Put a 2-0 up. Little element of luck about the way this came to Suarez, but there's nothing lucky about the header.
Fuck.
Good pass on that.
Did you hear that?
It says beer shot challenge done.
But
Beer
as
shot
we can
challenge
see,
is not
once
done.
again this evening, the challenge has not been
We have
completed.
been defeated.
I feel like.
I have 2 shots.
Do you reckon
Off.
you could try and get this done in the
2 shots away.
2
From doing
shots
it from having
away?
done 5 cans in half an hour.
It's a penalty to West Bromwich Albion.
I don't feel like a complete failure. Because 5 cans in half an hour
And scores.
is quite a hefty feat anyway.
Comes to Daniel Sturridge. Sturridge.
And now
Still going Sturridge. Tries a
I feel quite drunk.
Oh, I see what a goal.
So I've lost here.
He's just drifted.
Would you care to continue, or do you want to stop?
I don't think I can.
Stop or continue? I didn't really. You didn't really answer the
Stop.
question.
I can't. I don't think I can continue. I will see these 2 off.
You see these 2 off to make it 5 cans
5 cans
In
in
shot
about
form.
32 minutes.
in a roughly 32 minutes.
I die.
That is not completed. If we're going to play by the rules, you have not finished that shot.
I do not feel well.
If we're gonna be picky, then that shot is also not finished.
Fucking kidding me.
Denied by Tim Howard. Benteke sees a penalty saved.
Well, I can safely say that you have done 60 shots
Towards Lukaku. What a stop from Guza.
of beer.
Sick.
Respected Belgians.
60
Denied
shots.
by the American goalkeepers.
Wee.
Brilliant.
1-0 Everton.
1 left, and it just that to me, it looks like
Heaven.
Lukaku's 16th
no.
Premier League goal of 2013.
You know when you're having a hard
You
time
should have a piss with a head on it.
and you see something really small,
Osman.
but it seems really big.
Look at the time.
Such as.
This shot.
He had the awareness to see Osman who calmly.
Well, it is a big shot.
I've just done 59 shots.
60.
Of the 61.
This will be the 61st shot, yeah.
Talk to me about Suarez and Sturridge.
Shot 61.
2 of. I mean, there's 3 partnerships in the Premier League that I just think are out of this world at the minute. Rooney and Van Persie, obviously, Negredo and Aguero, and Sturridge and Suarez. I mean, it's what I like about Liverpool. They've got 2 strikers.
I don't wanna do it.
Just knows that where they are most dangerous.
Imagine if
Most teams in the Premier League go,
60 shots of beer is my limit. 61 knocks me over the edge.
What, into
Into a state of
a coma and
yeah.
main man. So they're basically playing to
I think we should follow this up.
By finishing that shot.
Once I've completed this shot,
Yeah.
I think in about 10 or 15 minutes, we should follow this up with another video.
Of
Me,
doing
to see what state I'm in.
10 minutes.
I already feel really quite intoxicated now.
Would another beer help?
No.
Would you be consuming any more beer before you leave this house when you go tonight? No.
Pre-drinks, fantastic. If you want to feel
Like you right now.
like you've just consumed a cow. Full.
But consuming a cow, okay, so consuming a cow
Okay, no
wouldn't have
protein.
any effect on your, well, probably would have some effect on your mental health.
I don't know what I'm
Liver
talking about
too, no.
anymore, to be honest.
Just drink that shot.
One had goals, the other nearly had a goal.
Now you know what it felt like to go for those last 2 chicken nuggets.
I don't know, I think I will try the chicken nugget challenge myself. And I also think you should try this tomorrow.
I'm not doing it tomorrow. There's no reason to. I will do it when I want to go out. I'm not wasting my own beer if I'm not going to get anything out of it afterwards. I might as well do it next weekend when I go out.
Okay.
If I go out, which I probably will.
I'll just spill a little bit on the plate.
Spillage is leakage.
I'm not looking at the plate.
How was Eric Peters allowed to wander through so easily? Only Crouch could have reached that, and he reacted.
Wow.
Nick Evans plays it against Crouch.
You've been sitting here for about 5 minutes with that shut in your hand.
Crouch.
Cheers,
Down to Walters.
you lot.
Super save by De Gea.
Donate some fucking money.
No.
It's not fucking finished. Are you joking?
Oh, classic. Absolute classic. 61
I've
shots.
done it. Are you happy? Are you happy?
You've not technically finished it though, have you?
I've done. No, I didn't even finish it. This is what you've done to me.
Can you...
I've done 5 cans of lager in about, what, 35 minutes? Ish.
Do you feel...
Here's the evidence, if you
There
care to
is
see. They are
1, 2,
all...
3, 4, 5. There is the one
Empty.
full can here.
There's one left. I just couldn't face it.
Would you care to make one last plea for people to donate?
I'd like to also, before I even make a plea, I'd like to point something out.
That.
Coors Light. They've chosen to give the nickname to their beer. The nickname is the Silver Bullet. If I'm not mistaken,
That is
the Silver Bullet could definitely reference something else, which is a much different product. Is that right?
I believe so, yeah.
The Silver Bullet. Okay, just have a little ponder on that.
Do you reckon
And
that-
now I've got that out of the way, I'd like to make a plea, please. We are doing these ridiculous challenges, which are stupidly ridiculous, as I've just discovered.
and more or less unfinishable at times.
Yeah.
But we're putting ourselves through the pain.
We're doing this for charity, for the National Autistic Society. I did not enjoy any of that. I really, really didn't. And now I feel like I can't stand up. Because if I stand up, it will hurt. I'm sure Kieran felt the same after the chicken nugget challenge.
As you'll see on Facebook, on Twitter and YouTube.
Check it out. We're really trying to raise some money here, and so far the response has been quite terrible.
If not awfully terrible.
Of all of the friends on Facebook that we have and all the followers on Twitter, it's almost as if all of you have ignored the fact we're trying to raise money for charity. We're not doing it for ourselves. We don't want to get paid.
There is something at the end of it for ourselves. But,
Well, we might win.
but we need the money to
All
be able to do
we
it.
get
So
from this is pride. If we were to raise the most amount of money, then we could be heroes and all that. But we're just happy to We're just happy to raise money for charity, and we're happy to put ourselves through these stupidly ridiculous ordeals. So if you could just donate even like £1. £1? What is £1? Just do it. Just do it. I don't know what else to say. Just fucking give us some money. Not us, the charity. Thanks. Bye.